Yeah, it's been a couple weeks, brother. How you feeling?
Not super fantastic.
What's happened? Tired? Is the weather too nice? Is the 70-degree weather getting on your nerves? What's going on?
7-hour drive one way to Iowa, and started to get a little bit of head cold, body aches, but you just gotta buck up and throw some weight around.
Yeah, I remember reading when I worked at Leader magazine, we interviewed Ronnie Coleman. He's like, hey, if you're having a bad day, just leave the gym, go eat. I'm like, I would never train. So you have to adapt and adjust. So today, instead of doing that max set, we're just gonna rep out, get some blood flow, and make you feel better. That way you're not missing a workout, and you're still gonna overload because you're overloading with volume and you're overloading with reps. You're overloading. Overload doesn't always have to be with load. You know what I mean? So that's the thing. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna adjust on the fly. So if you guys ever feel shitty at home, you know what? That doesn't mean you have to get your PR on squat. I know you see those Fitspo Instagram posts like, hey man, I was feeling sick, I had the flu, I had herpes, and guess what? I still went to the gym and crushed it. Grind, bro. Hashtag FitFam. That's bullshit. If you did that every time, you'd fucking kill yourself. You'd feel like crap. You wouldn't make any gains, and you'd injure yourself. So with that said, we're gonna do that. So diet-wise, we made a couple adjustments along the way. How's the food quantity and everything?
It's been really good. It's been easier. I had got lucky enough to get some meals from Flex Pro Meals, so that's made meal prep. It was taking that out of the equation, and they nailed the macros right in line with what you set out for me. So that's made it really, really easy, and it's good. It's pretty damn good food too.
That's good. It's good. If you can make it easy, that's great. You know, I like the meal prep companies. Like I have Midwest Meals.
Yeah.
You know, for some people it's more expensive, but I look at it like if I eat even just one every 2 days, it's good to have in there. You can freeze them, and they're just fine. So I always like to have them just as a oh shit, you know, because sometimes you get busy, forget to cook. It's good to have that insurance policy backup.
And they come out to like between $5 and $6.50 a meal, and a lot of people, if they're out on the road, they're going to spend $10, $12, $14, $15 on Wendy's or something.
What's funny is you said Wendy's because I was about to just add in. When I owned my old company in North Carolina, the guys there was nothing nearby. It was in Graham, North Carolina. There's nothing in Graham, North Carolina, but a Wendy's. And they used to go, and I'm like, where'd you get there? I look at their receipts. These guys are making, above minimum wage, but it's not a huge salary.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you realize you guys are spending $70 a week on Wendy's just for lunch. I'm like, can't you pack? I mean, so I'm like, because they always want a raise, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, I get it. Here's your path to get a raise. However, instead of in the meantime, while you're working your way up, right? Like, why don't you guys stop spending $70 a week? Like, dude, that's $70 a week. Was that $280 a month? That's a nice car. That's not just a good car. That's a decent friggin' car.
Yeah.
That's a high-end Kia. Anyway, so we got some swag coming on. I brought you some stuff, man. I sent the rest in the mail. This is actually the Dad Bod Redefined shirt. This is sick.
That's awesome.
This is dope. So this is yours. Boom. And then, of course, these are the softest ever. The banana walnut outright bar. Pre and post workout. There you go. That one has 18 grams of protein. The other ones have 15. It's because of walnuts. They have protein in it. Pretty simple. And so most of them are 15. So we got that. But let's not eat them all right now. We got to train today. So you know what? We're just going to play it by ear. Go by feel, go light, rep it out. You've been doing lower reps, so today we're going to do higher reps. I'm not one of those, P90X guys. Hey, man, you got to confuse. Your body's confused just waking up in the morning. My body has never not been confused. That whole confuse the muscle thing, that's bullshit. Okay, but today we're going to confuse the muscle because, I'm not going to expect you to go and hit a PR on bench, progressive overload on that, so we're going to provide overload in another way. And guess what? What it also prevents these days, instead of being a day where you have a shitty training session, it provides a mental vacation from the shit you've been doing every day because the program gets boring. I get bored doing the same shit every day. So you know what? Let's go do it.
Sounds good to me.
It's just a cool little, any kind of incline machine, man. This Body Solid, you guys know Fitness Factory's my boys. It's good to see they outfit a lot of this gym too, because this is what I outfit in my house with. My chest is a little sore from the UK. Now I go neutral on these because out here is too wide for me. I just think it's too wide. I just don't like it. It's not my thing. If you notice when I do dumbbell bench, I'm like this. That's where my body naturally sits. Out here, it puts a lot of stress on my shoulders. So we'll go up. And again, I'm not even caring about reps. I want to hit between 10 and 20 reps per set. But if I hit 8, I'm not going to cry about it. Come on, let's go. Oh, shit. There you go. That quarter feels heavy though. Tell you what, man, you're overloading. See, people get caught up in one training system. Oh no, man, you gotta do this. Really? Why? Like, why? Like, what the fuck? Like, they've never done scientific study on, like, I'm gonna just train and fucking have fun. As long as you overload your muscle every week, you're good, man. Same thing we just did, except we're gonna do 3 sets and then we're gonna do a drop set at the end. Challenge you a little bit, get your blood flowing. This workout should make you feel better. Sometimes after I train heavy, I feel like my body feels beat up. After I train like this, my body actually feels pretty good. So it should be, we'll see how you feel. Go, come on. Good, come on. Push, push, push. One more. Push, 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 good. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. What's going on over there? Dude, that high rep will get you. Turns you retarded. Proof. Let's prove that theory. So these are just flies, constant tension. Let's go. Let's go. Up. Man. So we've done all this like machine stuff. Now you can barely move. So we're gonna humble the shit out of you. We're gonna end with dumbbell chest press. That brings it all together. We've done shoulder, we've done chest, we've done triceps, we've had shoulders play a role in that, obviously, or else your fucking arm would go like this or like that, right? Everything's played a role. So now we're gonna kill it with a compound move. This kind of flipping around what you used to call pre-exhaust. I call it, fuck it sounds fun. Because for me, I don't feel like I worked out unless I did something compound. And just doing it at the end, and I did that in the UK this week, where I came in, it was 5 a.m. after a long trade show, 2 days of trade show, working out, doing events, and I had to train legs. So what I did is I started with leg extension, superset with leg curl. Then I did leg press, 10 sets of 10. Leg press, superset with leg curl again. And that was like, I was ready 40 sets in. Then at the end, I did 135 squats for 5 sets of 5. And it was like, it felt like I was squatting 500 pounds. So again, man, think about weights. Like, we have all this science. What the science tells me, because there's beneficial science on, you know, doing body part split once a week or one time, you know, like chest, shoulder, the normal bro shit, right? Mm-hmm. There's science on full body. There's science on powerlifting. There's science on beyond failure. There's science on before failure. What I know is that if you train hard and have fun and do it more often, like if there's a day you just don't fucking feel like squatting, don't squat. You will hate it. Yeah. It's like if your mom forces you to eat fucking lima beans as a kid, when you're an adult, are you gonna eat lima beans? So when you're done with this fat loss journey, you don't have to go to the gym. If you have a negative connotation, a negative mindset with what that gym brings to you, then you're not gonna do it. All right, so I want you to have fun with this. So if there's ever a day you don't feel like doing something, obviously like today you dragged yourself out of bed. You're here, now have fun. You know what I mean? Tabata, bro. We start bringing it in here. Probably 2 to 3 times a week. It begins now. I think you're in good enough shape. We're going to keep a low intensity in, but we're going to end it with Tabata. Now, if there's a day you have to do both, or you want to do both, because we're only going to, you don't have cardio every single day low intensity. You do them on separate days, but you can do your Tabata, then you do low intensity. You all right, man?
No, I just smelled something.
What was it? Wow, smelled it so much that he interrupted the camera. That must have. How come I'm not even smelling that? Anyway, guys, so here's what we're gonna do. We have, it's gonna be 5 minutes and 10 seconds. So 5 minutes of work. Basically 20 seconds on, 20 seconds off. While he's off, I'm gonna go do mine. For moral support, battle ropes. Why? Because they're there and I don't feel like running. So, battle ropes are cool. The thing about Tabata, you can do anything as long as you go 120%. That's all I ask. I don't care if you're sprinting. I don't care. One thing I like, for Tabata, usually I'm gonna have you do the stationary bike. Stationary bike, you can start, you can start right away. Treadmill, you can't really do it well because you got to get going. You can't just go, whoa! You got to kind of get into it. So with the bike, you start, go for 20 hard, then you go for 10 light. 20 hard, 10 light. When I say hard, you want to go so hard that you nearly induce vomiting. And we'll go demonstrate the output you have to do over here. But let's go venture over and do some battle ropes.
Fucking fight.
So we dropped calories a few times.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep doing that. Adding in Tabata. Tabata's to be done on non-leg training days. So every day was squat and deadlift day, back day, chest day, shoulder day. Which I say that, but there's more than that going on there. Full body workouts basically, because utilizing the big 5. So you're gonna do on those 3 days, post-workout, 4 minutes Tabata. Tabata is 2 to 1 work to rest. 20 seconds hard, 10 seconds off. For 4 total minutes, you do 8 total rounds. That's what we did here, except we did 20 on, 20 off, because we partnered up. Again, like science says one thing, but you can change shit up. Like science is just, gives us kind of a baseline to build shit off of. So with that said, man, fantastic week. Again, we're losing about 1.5 pounds a week, which is perfect. It's perfect. I mean, this couldn't be going any better. Just keep going. You know, you haven't messed up. If you do, it happens. You know, we just move on. And I might give tough love. I might be whatever. But if it happens too often, that's when I'm like, bro. You know, but the goal is not to mess up. But also realize we're all humans. But any questions, feedback, whatever?
No, not at this point.
Wow, I must be good at explaining things. Yeah, that's good. That's good. So we got this new gym here. It's Basement Gym, St. Charles, Illinois. Brick House is an amazing gym. It's just like 50 minutes from my house. So this is right in my neighborhood. I got my soccer club, Campton across the street. This is like right in my hood, like right in St. Charles. Beautiful thing about it, they carry the outright bars here. It's just a great gym. You see the atmosphere, you see the equipment here. It's a great place. This will be our new spot. Might hit a Brick House here and there. Again, great gym. Can't recommend it enough. But you know, it's literally over double the distance. So we're there. So anyway, that's it. Daily contact. Again, we're down 11 pounds in about 6.5 weeks. So again, we're at like 1.7 pounds. Our goal is 1.1 to 2. We're right where we need to be. In fact, we're at the upper end of where we need to be. Calories are still pretty high. We're still eating bars pre and post workout.
Oh yeah.
We're having fun. So anyway, dude, it's another week in the books. Enjoy the stuff. Enjoy the new swag. Enjoy the new bars, man. And it's gonna be a fun week. Anyway, guys, so this is Operation Dad Bod. We got shirts and everything. Shirts are for sale on Tiger Fitness. Dad Bod redefined. And this is basically what we're trying to do. There's no excuse There's no excuse just because you have kids. In fact, that's even more of an excuse to be in shape. Because you want to enjoy every minute with your kids. You want to live as long and healthy as possible. And that's the new dad bod here. So be sure to subscribe. Be sure to follow this playlist. And we'll see you next time.